Hello, welcome. This is the twin flame reading. I haven't done any relationship readings for quite some time. I don't actually know when I last did them, but this is going to be for June, just to tune into the energies. And I do apologise that there hasn't been any relationship collective readings for a little while. It's just, honestly, Spirit hasn't wanted me to do it. And I can't force myself to do things. When it comes to readings like this on the channel, I can't force it. I have to do it from the right energy. And it's just been the weirdest thing, because every time I thought I've had a day where I'm going to do one, there's been an interruption, something's happened, and I've just literally been so busy on all of the days that I would have done it over the last month. Feels like I haven't done one in about a month. So all I can think is that there's been a hell of a lot going on with the relationship, okay? And I do the separate readings. Obviously, we've got the twin flame, then we've got the soulmate, and then we've just got the regular relationship, and then I sometimes do a romance reading. But I mean, it could all be for you about the same person. It doesn't have to be a twin flame. I always say it's somebody that's maybe not emotionally available. For the twin flame especially. Okay, so we're using the sexual tarot because I just thought it's a nice deck to use for relationships, and I'm going to, at the moment, that's my plan, is that will be the deck I always use for the relationship readings. I'm using the angelic love messages for just an overall energy to start off, and I have got my giant deck as well, so if there's anything that I'm not sure of, I will consult the large deck. So thanks for subscribing and thanks for supporting. And I just hope your connections and things have been going okay. And if they've been hard, I hope that you've had some breakthroughs on a personal level, you know. And I know I have. I've been having a lot of breakthroughs, and I've been clearing a lot of my karma the last month, really. Since whenever I did the last reading on relationships, I've been clearing a lot of my own karma and clearing attachment energy, really. So hopefully some of you have been doing the same thing. And they do say that attachment drops away when you no longer seek to find yourself in another. That is Eckhart Tolle's teaching, and I read that this morning. I know that, and I'd written it down, and I found it in my kitchen drawer this morning, and I was like, oh yeah, attachment drops away when you no longer seek to find yourself in somebody else, which is quite a clever one, isn't it? So denial. See the truth in the situation. Oh God, what a card to start off. Okay, see the truth in the situation. Oh, Spirit is not taking any prisoners there. Now, let's just go into the reading anyway, because I mean, some of you may resonate with it and some of you may not. Excuse me, it is really hot here in England today. Boiling. And normally every day for me is busy, and today I have had such a quiet day. It's been brilliant. I've barely got off the sofa. Right, so this is for the recent past. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, right? Something to do with destiny has been taking place. Okay, and it is to do with attraction. You can see in the cards there is a lot of attraction there. Destiny's been taking care of things. Things have been sort of beyond your control. 8 of Wands. Okay, so there may have been progress for you. Okay, you may have had progress. 8 of Wands is normally all the wands flying in a similar direction. So, for some of you, there may have been communication with your person recently, and you may have got together, okay? And there could have been a bit of progress there, right? And there's attraction, chemistry. Is it leading to more? That's the question. Now, for some of you, if you haven't had communication and progress with your person, you may well have had a lot of progress going on a personal level, like I said. You know, and it's all been predestined, and it's like all of a sudden you've noticed recently you're suddenly progressing in yourself and you're moving forward finally, after maybe feeling like you were stuck for quite some time. It feels recently things don't feel so stuck. Okay, so what's going on at the moment as we begin June, because we're sort of the first week into June now. Six of Cups. So Six of Cups is memories, right? So you could both be feeling like memories are coming up, okay? Fond memories about each other. So there's still kind of a sense of kindness towards each other, right? But we've also got the Three of Swords. You know, it's been painful. It doesn't matter what way you look at it. There's two different sort of messages here. It doesn't matter what way you look at it, but there is memories that you've both got of each other that are sort of special. But equally, it's been quite painful here. You know, there's Three of Swords is pain. And there could have been sort of betrayal. There could have been like a third party involved, you know. So that also your person may have an ex that they've never really got over, and they still tend to think about that. Equally, you've been hurt, but you still think about this person. So there has been some kind of progress recently, and where you were feeling stuck, you don't feel as stuck. There's been some progress, but there's still memories here, and there's still a bit of like that kind of feeling like, oh, my heart got broken, you know, that type of feeling. So the person that you think about, there definitely could have been someone else involved. Someone else lurking around in the scene. The person you think about's got the Devil card. I don't know if you're going to want to hear that. Okay, so your person could have addiction problems. They could be cheeky, they could be tempted, they might like control. They also can tend to get a bit stuck. Ten of Swords, Seven of Wands. So they're trying to move on. They have been addicted or something. They've had some low vibe energies with this Devil card. And they do tend to fall back into those naughty habits, okay? They tend to fall back into naughty habits. They've been trying to end something with the Ten of Swords. So there could have been quite a bit of upset there for them. They're basically trying to deal with things in the best way they can with the Seven of Wands. I don't know. That picture for me is quite strange. If you look at the picture, Seven of Wands is normally like somebody who's in a good position to fight off challenges. I don't really, let's clarify that, because I'm not sure what that means. To me, your person looks like they have problems that they're trying to get over, and they can tend to try and get over their problems in a bit of a, do they fall into addictions to get over their problems, that type of thing. Ooh, a breakthrough. Okay. A breakthrough. So they are having some kind of breakthrough. I mean, I'm not sure about this picture, but it's like maybe he is in a good position because he's holding on to the woman and he's fending off, he's got his eye on this little lizard, whatever it is. So maybe he is fending off the competition. Maybe he is in a good position. So it doesn't matter about the gender, but maybe your person's getting into a better position now. Okay. You've got to be wary of them though, because they still have this devil card at the moment. They can be a bit stuck and they can be quite addictive and probably take sometimes the wrong actions. But there is some sort of breakthrough there. They're trying to get over something painful. Okay. Perhaps they're having an idea of what they need to do. You know, because I feel like they've been very sort of like stuck with what they needed to do, and now it's like they're turning it around and they're thinking, right, okay, this is what I need to do now. This person has a 7 of Cups with you. It's not the best card, I'll be honest. They get a lot of thoughts about you. Lots of different types of thoughts. Okay. Lots of different types of thoughts. They definitely think about you a lot. They think about you a lot. They've got the 6 of Cups as well. You already had the 6 of Cups come out. This person's definitely thinking about the good times they've had with you. Sorry, I don't know why my voice... I'm a bit tired. I'm a bit tired and I've been on my own all day. So if my words slur, it's just purely because my brain isn't very fast. My brain doesn't move quickly enough when I'm communicating sometimes. Yeah, it's like they're thinking about you. Oh my God, they're thinking about you. And there's fantasies. They do have fantasies about you, but they're based, the fantasies they have about you are based on past experiences with you. And they kind of fantasize and they wonder what it would be like. I mean, the person you think about, if they've got the devil card, perhaps there's still part of them that's addicted to you. But they, you know, things sort of had to come to an end for whatever reason. And now they're sort of like trying to get themselves in a better position. And they're having some sort of breakthrough, some sort of idea about how can they make a comeback into your life. It's possible. I'm saying that. I'm taking that a bit differently now because I've seen these cards, you know, 7 of Cups to the 6 of Cups. This is somebody who's thinking about you a lot and wishing they could see you or something. Let me have another drink. This is sort of changing as I'm going along. I was confused with that devil to the 10 of Swords and the 7 of Wands. I was confused. But when I saw the breakthrough card, I thought, well, they're obviously having some sort of idea. That Ace of Swords is a breakthrough. And it's a long time coming, that bloody breakthrough. I want to say that because swords are challenging. So, right, let's see what else is going on then. How does this person feel? Chariot. They want to move forward. Your person may be travelling or they may be moving. But also, it's like Spirit's taking them through some sort of spiritual initiation. Have they been dealing with more than one situation? Because the Chariot card can represent opposing forces, having to balance out different forces, different challenges at the same time. And it's falling underneath the 3 of Swords. I strongly suspect, and I know some of you may not like this, I strongly suspect your person may have been involved with somebody else. But I think they're having some sort of breakthrough now because you're the person they always end up coming back to. I was just going to say, they want to find a way to get back in with you, okay? Because they're sort of, you can see the way he's looking at her and tentatively touching her. And that's not, I'm not saying that it's a male that's doing that, it's just in the picture. This person's thinking about you, they're thinking about the past. They know it sort of came to a bit of an end, or it was kind of going wrong, but they've been trying to get themselves in a better position. And maybe in different areas of their life, perhaps they've been trying to sort their life out in different ways. Then they're having some sort of breakthrough, you know? Perhaps they know they upset you, perhaps they know they broke your heart. And now they're sort of like, they know they need to move forward. They know they need to do something. They need to take action. There's progress again. They're reaching out, trying to touch you, or think about, how do I get close to you? Because we've got the Ace of Wands, which is, again, it's attraction. There is definitely chemistry and attraction between you and this person. And it's like Spirit is saying, they know they've got an opportunity here. And I think they know they need to kind of act fairly quickly with this opportunity. Because Chariot would be quite fast. Ace of Wands is Spirit giving them an opportunity to take hold of. There's an opening. There's an opening here in June for them to sort of like take some sort of action towards you. How do they want to move forward? They've got the Tower. They have to be in their truth. King of Pentacles, they have to offer something genuine and they have to be genuine and in their truth. They can't come playing games. They know they can't. Six of Pentacles, balance. They know they've got to be more giving. They know they've got to be more balanced. They might have to ward off other competition. Yeah. Interesting. So with the Tower, that means standing in your truth. The card's a little bit explicit there, a little bit crazy. But, you know, this person's got to take action in their truth. And I think they've got to do it fairly fast. And they're going to have a bit of a wake-up call, realising that. To be a King of Pentacles, this person's got to be genuine. And Six of Pentacles, they've got to be a lot more give and take with you. Perhaps they sense things moving forward. There's definitely something here where they're making a breakthrough, that they don't stop thinking about you and they still value you and they still really like you. What's hidden that you don't see? Hangman. Well, okay. Something's been going on then. Spirit's had, because Hangman is to do with spirit. Spirit's been putting your person in an uncomfortable situation. And maybe even you in an uncomfortable situation. Perhaps you haven't been able to move on. Perhaps you've tried and it hasn't really worked. Well, I'm saying, to me, it sounds like something similar may have happened to your person. They've tried to move forward. They've tried different approaches and it's not really working. And Spirit's had them on lockdown with the Hangman. Spirit's put them in a position that's a bit uncomfortable in order that they start to awaken to certain things. You know, when you're in the Hangman position, it means you're uncomfortable, things aren't going how you thought they were going to go, but it kind of forces you to open your eyes to a few truths. And what was in the beginning card? Denial. Who's been in denial? Because I said that card's not a very nice one to start off with, but perhaps it's not us that's in denial. Perhaps this is about them, that they've been in denial and Spirit is trying to wake them up. Seven of Pentacles. You know, you may have felt very fed up. They've felt fed up. You know, what's going on? Is this worth it? What am I doing? Lots of question marks. Let's pick another card to go with that. This is something, there's a long-term energy between you that spans backwards, and it also spans forwards, and it's worth investing. But at times you may have felt like, God, what is the point in investing in this connection? I'm not seeing any results. And your person, you know, they might be trying to move forward, but they haven't been allowed to move forward. And they're sort of thinking, God, you know, what do I do now? Is it worth me kind of exploring things with other people? Is it worth me doing that? Because I keep thinking about you. You know, they keep thinking about you. Let's pick a card to go with that Seven of Pentacles. So they're having a sort of, it's been a bit uncomfortable. What is Spirit trying to show them? Okay, new beginning. They've got to wake up to the fact that something is over. Something is over in their life, and they have to have a new beginning. You know, they have to have a new beginning, and they have to face up to it. And I think that's been really difficult for this person. Sorry. Yeah. Hangman. I tell you, because this is what's hidden that you don't see. Your person's been stuck and made to feel uncomfortable by Spirit because they've not been allowed to move forward in the way they thought they were. They've been in pain over past regrets, past betrayals. They've probably been purging, and they've felt quite destroyed. They felt quite destroyed about certain things that have been over or that they thought were over. And Seven of Pentacles, like I said, they've been sort of thinking, God, you know, what's going on with my life? Where am I headed? It's like they're done. I feel like they're done with a situation. I do. I feel like they're really done with a situation. And Spirit's trying to wake them up to say, look, this is a new beginning for you now. The advice from Spirit is for you to keep making good decisions and choices. Right? Nine of Pentacles. You know, you are beautiful, right? Everybody wants a piece of you. You're divine, okay? And you've got to keep making safe choices and boundaries to show your value and your worth to yourself. That's what Spirit wants you to do. King of Swords. Continue to use good judgment. Both those cards are about good judgment, because the King of Swords makes very clear judgments and is quite cold and businesslike, because he always thinks with his rational mind, not with his desires, okay? And the Nine of Pentacles is the same. You know, you've got to protect yourself because you're so divine and beautiful. You have to protect yourself against people that are like thieves that want to take from you just for free. You know, why should you allow that? So Spirit wants you to keep standing in your power, because you've got more power in this situation than you actually realise. I feel like somebody can't stop thinking about you. I think they know they hurt you. I think they've tried to move on and it hasn't worked. And I think they know they need to get more balance and face up to things and take action. I think this month they're going to have a realisation about that. But you've still got to stand in your power and make sure you don't go soft on this person. Because otherwise they inevitably try to just take what they can get from you the easy way and not really commit. And I don't think Spirit wants you to allow that to happen, because it's allowing somebody else's ego. And we're not here to support other people's ego. We're here to work from truth and love and light. you know. And it is hard because when you care about somebody, you don't really think of it in that way. You don't really think, oh, I'm supporting this person's ego. You're just thinking about the fact that you're being in your truth and you love them. But you have to see it from that point of view. If something goes into egoic energy, spirit won't support it. So it has to be, anything you proceed with has to be done in the light. Oh my God, Ace of Wands again. This month of June is an opportunity for this connection. It's an opportunity that there's an opening up here. Okay, there is an opening here for something that involves a lot of attraction. Two of Wands. Two of Wands is a bit of an awkward one because it's very hard to get the two wands together. In this picture, it's slightly different. It looks like they are trying to make a compromise, but it does seem, it's fiery between these two people. There is immense attraction, but how do you make the two wands come together? Okay, there's an opening. I wouldn't be surprised if you have communication with this person this month, and it's like, how are we gonna proceed? Because clearly there's still a connection here, but you have to keep making safe and mature choices. That's what Spirit's saying. Got the Seven of Pentacles again. You could still be feeling like, I'm not sure if this is going to be worth it. I think this person's pushed you to your limits and you just don't know if you can trust them or not. There's the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. King of Cups is like your spirit guides. King of Cups is you following your spiritual truth in your heart and the light, like I said. Okay? It's about you being in your mastery and saying, look, if we're going to do this, it has to be real and something that we can build on long term. It can't just be sexual or flirting all the time. You know, we have to figure out a way to come together properly. I think in the midst of all of this, you've found the key to yourself. Through all of this journey, you've kind of basically found out who you are. Okay? And that's the best thing at the moment to have come out of this scenario, that you've actually, and I don't mean that in a condescending way, because it's the same thing for me. You know, we have actually found out who we are. We found the key to who we are. And that's been a really good experience out of this experience, which, you know, this connection has obviously been very testing, very hard, very heartbreaking at times, you know, but through it all, you've basically found out who you are and how you want to live your life. So you've come out of it with mastery, and you're sort of just thinking, look, I want to make sure if we do proceed, this is really going to be headed somewhere. I think you'll stick to your guns if they communicate. And I think you will just be like, look, I still need more reassurance before we proceed. That this is actually in a good energy and it's not going into ego and just games. So you have got here the Knave of Wands, which is good news. That's at the bottom of that deck. So there is good news, and there could be a message of good news. I think you could well hear from this person. And we've also got the Three of Cups, which actually is a very healing energy. It's a very healing energy. It's a bit of a worrying one because in a way it can be quite a frivolous kind of celebration energy. But the interesting thing is, as I pick that card up, I've got the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is all about the fact that you've arrived in your mastery, you know who you are. And the Knight of Cups also indicates a friend, you know, somebody who genuinely cares about you. And that's what you've got to ascertain with this situation. And I don't think you will allow this person to drop this connection back into what it was before. Because it basically was a situation where you were hurt. And I don't think you're going to allow that anymore. You won't abide any deception or games. You know, you want to know that it's building towards something real. So this person is going to have a breakthrough. This person is going to see an opportunity here this month to come forwards. It is good news. They're thinking about you massively. And I think you have to just kind of stand in your power. And I know it's hard when you really like someone, but what Spirit is saying, stand in your power and make sure that this is a Knight of Cups energy between you both. You know, love, friendship, kindness, being real, not just sort of like flirting or sort of, you know, a sexual connection. It can't go back to that again. That it could be a bit awkward having that conversation, but ultimately you will be doing the right thing and Spirit will bless you for doing that. Okay, so interesting, and that's the message. I hope it helps. If you want to book in for a reading, you know, I'm here, and you can contact me anytime for a reading. I do an hour's reading, I do a 40-minute reading, and I also do a 10-minute voice note reading, whichever you prefer. And I'm sending you peace and love across Gaia, and thanks for liking and subscribing.